Hey everybody, today's topic is the flam. But before we get into it, I want to encourage you to hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and also hit the bell icon so you don't miss any content. Now, on to the flam. What is a flam? A flam is a rudiment where both sticks sort of play at the same time. They're off-centered, but they're happening in the same amount of time. Now, the biggest problem with this with students is a lot of students, when they see the flam, all they really think of is that both sticks are going down on the head at the same time and they're supposed to be kind of offset a little bit. They could be this offset. They could be this offset. They might even be what we call flat, flat flams, where you really don't hear a difference. But a true flam, what you need to be able to do is, it's got two sides. At the same time, one hand is playing the downstroke, and if you remember what the downstroke is, it's when you're here and you stop the stick there. And the other side, at the exact same time, is playing the upstroke. And if you don't remember, that's when you start low and you bring the stick up. Tap the pad, bring the stick up. So, if you notice, those two strokes are happening at the exact same time if I alternate. So check this out. One downstroke, one upstroke at the same time. You still have that little spread of sound between the two. Okay? So how do we get there? Well, if you have seen my video on the top 3 drum strokes, you'll remember there was part of an exercise in there where one hand was doing this. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Same thing with the other hand. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Notice in the flam, I'm going to put my right stick here, my left stick on my knee. Watch what happens. It's that exercise, right? If I switch surfaces, okay, it's the down and upstroke exercise on the left side. So what I want you to concentrate on, the first part of this exercise, is get your grace note in your left hand. If you're left-handed, switch what I'm saying, okay? But we're gonna concentrate on the right flam. So the right flam, the right is up, the left grace note is down. Now you're gonna do this exercise, okay? And you're only gonna put the grace note on the downstroke of the right hand. So check this out. Okay? And I do that, daily for about 30 seconds. Just that, nice and slow, concentrate on it, okay? Then, 30 seconds, switch to the left side. So the left stick will be playing the downstroke, and the right stick will be slightly angled down, playing the grace note only. All right? Once you get that comfortable, and it really isn't that hard if you do it. I think most students can get that concept in a couple of days of just 30-second to a minute practice, to be honest with you. It really isn't that difficult, but you just have to do it. You have to get that kind of coordination figured out, and most students can get this done really fast, all right? So once you get that accomplished, go ahead and try to slowly play alternated flams together. And I want you also to notice one thing, that my grace note is not coming up to play. A lot of students, and I was one of them, to be totally honest with you, I was one of them that whatever my right hand did, it was like my left hand was somehow attached with a string or something. I'd be doing this, okay? And I see a lot of students do that, especially younger students. Sorry for this slight interruption, but I want to describe the grace note and what your hand should be doing. Now, the grace note, if you notice when I'm playing the flam, if you're looking at the grace note hand, it is slightly angled down at the wrist. Not a ton, but just slightly angled down at the wrist. That helps to keep this in position then to play that grace note. If you remember what I just said in the video, sometimes we have this thought that we want to, with one hand coming up, you kind of drag the other one up. It's like it's got a string on it. Okay? If you can concentrate on keeping that hand angled down, that will help you with this. When you're alternating, notice I'm only moving one stick. The grace note, is staying put. And I know right off the bat that can be a slight challenge, especially for younger students. But again, if you do it 2-3 days, maybe a week, a little bit, 30 seconds to a minute, you'll have it. It's not that difficult. And there's your flam.